stuff to show you guys as well. The Xbox story for Series X, of course, started last year at the Game Awards when we revealed the Xbox Series X hardware on stage. I certainly miss memories of thousands of people together and the excitement of shocking the world with that announcement last year. That was such a special moment that no one had any clue it was about to happen, and we've revealed the hardware there. But of course, everyone wants to know about the games that are going to run on the system. And today is all about a game that was sort of mentioned in that teaser, Halo Infinite. We are going to get a first look at the gameplay of the campaign of Halo Infinite in the Xbox Game Showcase.
Bueno, ahí lo escucharon. Hoy tendremos el primer gameplay de Halo en el Serie X.
And Xbox has already said we're not going to hear a lot about hardware today. We don't expect to hear.
Se está frizando la pantalla.
Series X. We don't expect to hear about pricing. It really is going to be a showcase all about games and focused a lot more on their first-party studios, meaning games that are coming exclusively to the Xbox ecosystem, which of course includes Game Pass and PC and even xCloud. There's a lot to talk about, kind of what Xbox is doing with gaming and their approach. So we've got some world premieres for you, and we've got a lot of guests. So let's get ready for the countdown here. 58 minutes away from the show. Before we get to our first world premiere, though, I want to welcome some panelists to talk about what we're expecting today from Xbox. So first up, joining me is my good buddy Jacksepticeye. Jack, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's good to be here. Thankfully, it's a reasonable
hour early in the morning in Los Angeles. We've also got Lauren Side here. Lauren, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
El pre-show va a ser así todo el tiempo, pero por lo menos ya dijeron que van a mostrar el gameplay de Halo.
Who got to go up to Microsoft and check out the Xbox Series X hardware before lockdown.
Este es el pre-show, señores. Este es el pre-show.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, great to have all you guys here. So let's kick things off here by talking about what you want to see from Xbox today. You know, they had an event back in May that people wanted to see even more
the Game Awards, Lawrence Side,
more games. They wanted to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today. What are your expectations as fans of games? What do you want to see at the top of the hour from Xbox? Let's start with you, Jack.
Well, I mean, the big elephant in the room, the big chief elephant in the room is everyone just wants to see Halo Infinite. And I'm really curious because I'm not the biggest Halo fan, but even this one has kind of gotten me intrigued and excited. So I'm curious to see about that. I want to see more Hellblade 2 if we're going to get some of that, because when we saw that trailer at the Game Awards and we were sitting in that theater and that music kicked in and rocked everyone's socks, I was really impressed with that and seeing what the hardware could kind of do in engine there. I'm a sucker for FromSoft games. My heart's going to be broken when we don't see Elden Ring today, but it's been so long since it was announced.
Prácticamente le está diciendo que fue impactante lo de...
And see that it still exists. And as long as I get a good world premiere, I'll be happy.
Oh, wait, we got the world premiere voice guy actually doing the voice here when we come to our first world premiere.
Oh my God, it's Christmas.
I'm here to take care of you. But yes, as you said, you know, everyone would love to see Elden Ring. Everyone would love to see new game announcements too. You mentioned Halo. Lauren, is that the big thing for you? Like seeing Halo, what are you excited to see?
No, so I feel like Halo was like my first introduction into like first-person shooter games and why I should not play them because I'm horrible at them. But that was like my first.
Ella dice que ella es mala jugadora. Dice Alfonso, ¿cómo estás?
Realizing I was terrible at them. I'm really excited. I'm big into like psychological horror games. So the medium, I really want to see more about. I want to see gameplay. They haven't told us a whole lot about it, but I'm living for it, like the Silent Hill music, everything, and Everwild.
Ella dice que lo que ella quiere ver es un Silent Hill nuevo.
Kind of a mystery. I haven't seen much on them.
Oh, that's great because as you said, there are lots of other games across the studios. Everwild that they teased last year at EXO from Rare looked really interesting. I agree. Hopefully, we'll get to see something on that. Tim Schafer's got Psychonauts that, you know, they acquired that studio. Hopefully there'll be an update on that.
Hay mucha expectativa, muchos juegos se están esperando hoy. Yo espero que por lo menos lo llene.
Portfolio that I think we'll get hopefully some new game announcements and also some updates on those existing ones. Austin, you are one of the few people.
Recuerden, este es el pre-show. Este es el pre-show, este no es el show. Show comienza en una hora, pero yo estoy trayéndole el pre-show también.
So you have a really interesting perspective on this. What do you want to see at Xbox today?
So, I mean, I love
Austin
the
Evans.
details, right? I want to see the 120 FPS and the HDR. And
Oye, este sí tiene la expectativa alta. Este quiere ver los 120 frames. Con el HDR activo. Él quiere ver toda la potencia de la consola. Pero lo que sí dijeron es que hoy van a presentar por lo menos... Ya sabemos que vamos a tener un gameplay del modo historia de Halo en la nueva consola.
I have definitely spent more time playing for the Forza games as well as the Horizon games more than anything else, right? So that's definitely has like a special place in my heart from the gaming side. But what I'm really curious about is getting a really good look at kind of what this new slate of titles look like, right? I mean, obviously we know that there are a bunch of games that are coming out sort of holiday season. I'm assuming we're probably going to see some games kind of teased for the next maybe year or two or whatever the case is. But I really want to see a good sense of what the Xbox Series X is capable of, right? I've seen little bits and pieces. I got to try a couple of tech demos. I know the specs. I know all the kind of the basic stuff. But what I really want to do is kind of see how all of that comes together and brings what this next generation is all about.
Sí, todos queremos ver eso, colega. Todos queremos ver. Él dijo ahí que él quiere ver la potencia de la consola en sí. Él se sabe ya las especificaciones, se sabe todo lo que la consola tiene, se sabe que la consola tiene capacidad para lanzar una potencia increíble, pero él lo que quiere ver todo eso funcionando juntos ya en un juego. Y quiere ver qué otras cosas hace la consola. Lo queremos ver en acción. Todos queremos verlo.
How does that affect your sort of decision on what you're going to do with Xbox? Like, what's going to cause you to want to upgrade to the next system? Because it's different. That, Halo, as you said, will work probably on, if you have an Xbox right now, it'll work on the current system. So I assume part of what they have to show today is why it's going to be even better on the next one.
Yeah, I think for
definitely what I expect.
Yeah, I think for me, what I like most about the Xbox that kind of sits in my house is like we always get Sony with their exclusives, and I would love to see some really cool exclusives come out of Microsoft today. It's the thing that people keep talking about all the time. But I love the kind of home entertainment aspect of my Xbox. I love the kind of UI and the speed of the system and kind of sitting down. I use it for everything. I only use my PlayStation for gaming, but I really use my Xbox for almost everything. I watch Netflix on it. I watch movies, and I play my 4K Blu-rays and everything on it because my PlayStation couldn't do that. So I'm really curious to see how they
le tiró fuerte ahí a la Sony. Le dijo que él solamente usa el PlayStation para lo que es uno que otro juego, pero después lo utiliza la consola de Xbox para todo. Y él quiere ver qué nuevo trae la serie X.
And I'm curious to see how far that goes and how many games you can really play with that and how far they're pushing it and stuff like Game Pass has come out, and it's kind of a game changer because there's so many times when I just go on and I don't want to buy a new game, but Game Pass is a good way of kind of trying it out and testing it and just downloading it there and playing straight away. And I really love that aspect. So I want to see how far they push that. And xCloud, I think, is what their trump card will be this time. At least for me personally, the way I consume the media on my Xbox.
Yeah, no, I think that, as you said, the Game Pass is another big part of it. That a lot of these games now come out as part of Game Pass. I think Microsoft has said kind of all their first-party titles are in Game Pass, and that I think lets people sample more games.
¿Qué onda, Luis? ¿Cómo estás?
Spend $60 to play everything. Austin, I wanted to ask you about the.
Estamos aquí en el pre-show escuchando lo que tienen que decir. El show en sí comienza en 50 minutos ya, para ser exactos.
What does that all mean to the gamers? Like, how do you think the games are going to be different, or what are the things we should
Pero este es el pre-show
here in ray tracing and things like that? Like, what do you think are going to be some of the big leaps that we're going to see in some of these games, hopefully today?
So I think the interesting way of looking at sort of the previous generation, sort of Xbox One, PS4, going into this new generation, is that it's a much more well-rounded package, right? So you look at something like the Xbox Series X, spec-wise, it is equivalent to a very high-end gaming PC. That's not something we've seen in the console space for a long time, right? You look at the Xbox One, it had good graphics, right? It was able to provide some really impressive games. You look at something like Red Dead 2 running on an original Xbox One. It's really impressive that was able to be sort of accomplished. But the thing is, this generation, with the Series X, we have not only the SSD,
¿Cómo estás, Luigi? ¿Qué lo que?
very quickly get used to not minute load times, but a few second load times. But also you have that really powerful CPU, which is going to enable these bigger open worlds, sort of more interesting looking physics. And then you
me
have
están diciendo,
not only sort of more detailed things. And I think the
aquí me acaban de dar la información de que posiblemente hoy mismo tendremos
but also these new features like ray tracing, right? Which are just going to help ground these worlds in a much more realistic
el celular hoy está
location. Like,
on fire.
For me, it's more about making the console much more
Dale, Alfonso.
sort of
Me acaban de informar que posiblemente luego del show, luego de que se acabe el show, van a haber unos 60 demos disponibles para descargar. Sobre todo los juegos que van a presentar hoy.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully we're going to get to see some of that. Lauren, you get the last word here. Anything you're hoping is a surprise today? You talked about some of the games we know about, like the Medium and Everwild. Anything that you're secretly hoping they show here in some way?
I was looking yesterday to see if there was anything I could think of that like they could surprise me with. I've personally been more of like PC gamer, PlayStation. So if they can surprise me and pull me in with more like Xbox exclusives. I mean, Game Pass has been a game changer for me. I've been using that a lot lately. So just like bringing me into that ecosystem, if they can do that, like then they've surprised me. So
no, and that's part of what they're trying to do here. Is you said you can play all this stuff on your PC, you can play on your phone via xCloud, and like bringing more games to more people. So, I said, hopefully we'll see a bunch of games.
Ellos lo que están dando opiniones sobre lo que ellos están esperando, lo que ellos están. Por ejemplo, la tipa, esta chica, lo que dijo fue que ella es más jugadora de Sony y de computadora, de PC. Que si ella quiere que Xbox la atrape hoy, tiene que presentar una presentación muy amplia, muy grande.
I think a half dozen things we're going to show you guys over the next 45 minutes here to give you a little preview of some stuff that will be coming to Xbox, and we're going to start right now with this world premiere announcement. Check it out.
World premiere.
World premiere announcement.
You're the reincarnation of the luminary.
Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm.
A hero will surely arise to take the sword in hand once more.
Hello, in-game designer. El diseñador ha sido 34 años desde el primer Dragon Quest. El primer juego que él creó y soltó en Japón. Su último juego fue el Dragon Quest 11 y viene para Xbox Game Pass. Dragon Quest hará su debut en Xbox. Dragon Quest puede jugar como ser parte de un héroe. 24 unite a compañeros en batalla. Ahí él está narrando que el juego comienza en una zona. Tú puedes visitar ciudades. O sea, este juego viene para Game Pass. Dragon Quest 11. Es un RPG este juego. Sí, y también tiene un modo dique de 2D. Diciembre 4 del 2020. Ahí está, diciembre 4 del 2020. Vamos a tener esto en Game Pass. Dragon Quest 11.
There you go, Dragon Quest coming for the first time to Xbox, and now we're gonna get
por primera vez a Xbox.
This is a brand new game announcement. A smaller team and studio that
Shani, ¿cómo estás, Shani?
Today on the pre-show, so take a look at this.
Vamos a ver otro World Premiere. Twister. A mí me encantan los juegos en primera persona. Titanfall. No. Bueno, hay robots. Sabemos que los robots provienen de Titanfall. Mira eso, dando patadas y con espada y escudo. Ey. Bien. Esos robots así me recuerdan a mí a los Power Rangers. Exomeca. Exomeca, ¿qué dice? Se ve muy bien ese juego. Ojo. Ojo, ese juego se ve muy bien. Viene en el 2021, o sea, el año que viene, y ese es el primer anuncio que hacen oficial sobre ese juego. Exomeca. Ojo con ese juego porque se ve muy bien.
First party games from Microsoft, including the world gameplay debut of Halo Infinite. Right now, though, we're going to turn to our second panel to preview what we're hoping, all our hopes and dreams for Xbox today. Joining me first off is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron, you ready for blanks?
Oh, dude, you're way ahead of me, brother. I was all blinked up, and you just brought the heat, man.
You've been waiting all summer for this moment. Will the time sweeper return? All right, good to have you with us, Aaron. We got Danny O'Dwyer from No Clip. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm just really happy for Aaron.
Ahí siguen presentando más personas que van a estar compartiendo y hablando en aquí en lo que es la transmisión. O sea, son comentaristas que ellos están trayendo. Dímelo, Mandraqueo.
Closer of the show, right? You must know something. And finally, we've got Alana Pierce joining us. Hey, Alana.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. All right, you're all chipper. We're ready to go. This is Xbox Day. Gonna be hopefully some excitement.
Todas estas personas que están presentando son streamers, desarrolladores, son personas, tú sabes, del mundo del gaming.
A lot of history in gaming over the past 20 years. I'm going to open with the same question I had for the last panel. What are your hopes? What are your expectations? What do you want to see from Xbox in this next hour that's going to, convince you that they've got a lot of great stuff and, charting the future of gaming?
Alana Pierce,
Aaron,
No Clip y Game Crumbs.
Beyond that, what else can they do for you today?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, man, I want to know what the heck's going on with Exomecha, because that, I was not expecting something like that, and holy crap.
Él está diciendo que él quiere ver qué lo que con el nuevo juego de Exomecha. O sea, ese juego que acaban de presentar ahora mismo.
Silver robots punching each other, and there's a robot dragon, I guess, that breathes fire. Great, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, so Exomecha clearly at the top of the pile. They've already won you over, Danny. You visit a lot of studios around the world when we can, hear about them, hear their stories. No Clip, you do some incredible documentaries. From your perspective, what does Xbox have to do today? What do you want to see in this hour showcase?
Well, we've had Microsoft doing a lot of acquisitions over the past couple of years, and a lot of studios that were sort of working on games, perhaps, or working on smaller games for them. So I think what I'm excited for today is for a bunch of those studios to maybe show something off. So one studio we visited earlier this year was Obsidian, who were working on Grounded. They've been acquired by Microsoft in the interim, or just prior to that. So I'm interested to see if
Armandina Silva
what everyone hopes,
dice no.
Big budget Obsidian role-playing game. That's kind of on my top list of things I'd like to see. And then the other one is what's happened to Fable. Obviously, in the past couple of years.
Vamos a ver qué trae, qué de interesante, qué está interesante
Playground.
Lo que trae, sí, ese juego de Exomecha se ve muy bien, muy bien. Es como una combinación de Titanfall con no sé, o sea, un juego futurístico que te trae robots que se pelean, que es robots que utilizan escudo y espada, porque hasta donde yo sé los robots en Titanfall solo disparaban. Te podía montar en un robot y una cosa, pero aquí los robots son gigantes y ya tú sabes.
Doing RPG stuff, I think, is an opportunity for them to show some great stuff in the RPG genre. Alana, what's you know, I know you've been fan of Gears, you've been fans of you know, you're excited about Cyberpunk that's coming out, that obviously will be on all systems, but on Xbox as well. What do you want to see from Team Xbox this morning?
Also blinks. No, I'm kidding. I
YouTube creator, tú ves, ella
really
es una creadora de YouTube.
Said, it's rumored that Playground Games are working on it, and I buy that rumor. They hired a lot of people from a lot of studios known for making really big games, including Rockstar and Guerrilla.
Ellos lo que están diciendo es simplemente, o sea, dando su opinión. Cada uno está dando su opinión de lo que ellos tienen sus expectativas, lo que están esperando. Pues ella quiere ver Rockstar.
Peter Molyneux would no longer be attached, so that changes things, but that's what I really, really want. Also really obviously excited to see more Halo. I'm very curious to see if any of the Perfect Dark rumors hold up, because I also love Perfect Dark.
Todo el mundo quiere ver Halo. Todo el mundo está esperando Halo.
I'm kind of hoping that we hear a little bit about xCloud and what they're planning to do with that in the future after that Game Pass announcement, which is super exciting. So those are my big three.
No, I think you're right. There's such an interesting story there around what's happening with Xbox Live, with Game Pass, this idea of, you know, having the, you know, a subscription sort of approach, right? Versus buying $60 games time and again. It seems like part of Microsoft's approach is, you know, very Netflix-like, in that you're going to sort of get all these games, all this content, and that'll mean big games, but also, you know, potentially smaller games that people are more likely to sample, which I think is, you know, a huge opportunity here to see a diversity of content. That, you know, there'll be some stuff for the super core gamers, but maybe some stuff that's a little broader in its appeal too. Let's talk about Halo. They've done a very good job over the past week hyping everyone up around, you know, Master Chief's return. Seems like a bit of a spiritual reboot in a way of Halo. I mean, we saw the kind of key art, the box art yesterday, which was like very reminiscent of the original Halo Combat Evolved. We know we're going to see the campaign today. We saw, I think it was last year at E3, we saw kind of or we've actually the past two E3s, we saw kind of teaser assets for Infinite. Originally, we saw kind of the engine, and then last year we saw, you know, sort of an in-game sequence, or at least rendered in engine. What are your hopes? What does Halo have to do? You know, obviously a legendary franchise. I think there's a big opportunity here for them, but it's a very competitive space with first-person action games right now. What do you want to see in a new Halo? What will convince you that?
Ahora van a dar su opinión sobre el nuevo Halo.
More Chief, less Locke. That's my number one.
I think we'll get
more Chief, less Walk. ¿Fue que dijo? Y que más acción, más acción. Más acción, menos hablar, menos caminar. Ella quiere ver acción en el Halo. Todo el mundo quiere ver eso, pero ya lo anunciaron. Ya anunciaron que viene un gameplay del modo historia de Halo. Eso es lo importante. Alejandra, gracias por las 10 estrellas. Gracias por las estrellas. ¿Cómo estás, Ale? Bienvenida al stream. Darío.
Just as long as Chief's with me the whole way, I'm gonna be good though.
Yes, as you said, a focus on Master Chief in terms of the style of gameplay. Danny, you know, we see kind of first-person games going in different directions.
Qué poquillas, dice Darío. No, ¿qué pasa? Darío, tranquilo. Sean pocas o sean muchas, yo se las agradezco todas a todo el mundo siempre. Yo estoy esperando de la Gol. Oye, Alfonso, tranquilo, todo eso viene en el show principal. Ahora solamente van a hablar y van a mostrar. Recuerden, este es el pre-show. Ese es el pre-show. En este ellos están comentando, dando su opinión, diciendo qué es lo que viene más o menos, pero realmente el show inicia dentro de exactamente 24 minutos en sí, pero ya no dieron un avance sobre un buen juego. Ese de Exomecha, se llama Exomecha. Muy buen juego. Darío, gracias por las 50 estrellas, Darío. Muchísimas gracias, muchísimas gracias. Le tengo un importante anuncio a todos. Todos mis seguidores, lo voy a anunciar mañana, día 24. Sí. Gracias al increíble apoyo que me han dado. Sí, Mandraqueo, tranquilo, Mandraqueo. Este es el pre-show. Estamos a 30 minutos del inicio, pero ya han mostrado ya dieron 2 anuncios. Viene un juego que se llama Exomecha, que se ve muy bien. Ese juego viene en el 2021. Y dijeron ya que Dragon Quest 11 viene para Game Pass en diciembre. Diciembre 4 para ser exacto. Diciembre 4 del 2020. O sea, diciembre 4 de este año. Dragon Quest 11 para los fanáticos de Dragon Quest. Creo que Dragon Quest solamente estaba en Switch. No sé si estaba en Play. No sé si estaba en Nintendo, en Sony, perdón. No sé si estaba en Play. Pero hasta donde sé, lo vi en Switch, creo. En el Nintendo Switch. Pero lo van a traer para Game Pass. Las personas que tienen Game Pass van a poder jugar su Dragon Quest 11, que es el último que ha lanzado la empresa, la compañía.
That's what I'm looking forward to, is what can they do with multiplayer.
I'll take a re-release of Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, I did like Halo 5 multiplayer. I was actually okay with that. I am just more scared about kind of what you said, Danny, that they're going to Destiny-ify the single-player campaign, which is a very profitable thing to do. So I get why studios want to do that, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I know you said how they blend single and multiplayer, and it sounds like they're talking about campaigns. I don't know if we're even going to get much on the multiplayer, so you said how that's all going to blend together and how they're going to kind of explain what it is, right? And that's part of the thing with these streams. Sometimes we see lots of footage, but then we have all these questions afterwards about, like, well, what is this? What are we actually seeing? Is that a co-op? Is that single player? So we will have Aaron Greenberg from Xbox is going to join us afterwards to break down some of what we see, and hopefully we'll get some information in the show as well about what they're doing with Halo. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We will all watch everything together here at the top of the hour, and we are about 30 minutes away from the live Xbox game showcase.
30 minutos estamos, 30 minutos del showcase, señores. Míralo ahí el reloj, ya lo pusieron en la esquina derecha de arriba. Comenzó el conteo del show en sí.
We've got an update on a game that is coming out later this year. You just saw it at Ubisoft Forward. Here's a new look at Watch Dogs Legion.
Viene un update de Watch Dogs Legion. Update. O sea, anuncio.
It's fucked. But don't worry, we've got our best man on the case. Because if anyone can fix this mess, it's this smooth bastard super spy. Oh. Well, looks like we're recruiting. It's a state of emergency.
Move in and lock down the city.
In the chaos, private armies have taken the streets.
Albion Security's contract has been extended indefinitely.
A crooked spy agency lurks in the shadows.
It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it
El
into...
juego se ve bien. Muy bien se ve el juego.
Crime has grabbed the old city by the bollocks.
The Kellys have got a human organ black market.
No, but I've got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the streets.
You need to build a resistance. Recruit
Daniel Ramírez a las 11. Este es el pre-show, Daniel. Este es el pre-show. Una hora antes. Si tú estás en México, para ti comienza a las 11. Sí. Allá tienen que ser las 10:30, ¿verdad?
The right person for the job. Or the ones you least expect.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm in. Welcome to the resistance.
La resistencia. La cinemática está muy buena del juego, pero a mí me gustaría ver un gameplay. El juego sale en, si no me equivoco, en noviembre. Lo estuve revisando en estos días. Noviembre 17 creo que sale. Ah, no, octubre 29. Me equivoqué. Hay otro juego que sale el 17 de noviembre entonces. 29 de octubre.
All right, well, as we've mentioned quite a few times,
¿Ya lo vieron?
we are going to get a first look at the campaign of Halo Infinite, and I asked a friend of mine what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. You may know Ninja for many things over the past few years, but he actually started and created quite a stir with all his awesome Halo gaming and gameplay back in the day. So without further ado, let's hear from Ninja about what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. Tyler, take it away.
Ay, ay, ay. Miren quién está ahí.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to see what Xbox has in store. And here's what I want out of Halo. If Halo Infinite can just give us a incredible campaign.
Hey, pero yo lo escucho nada más de un lado. ¿Qué pasa?
Classic series.
Se escucha bajito.
Beautiful ending and a matchmaking / multiplayer system.
Miren quién está ahí, señores. Ninja. Para mí el mejor jugador de Fortnite en el mundo.
And just really amazing iconic maps. I feel like a lot of people
Ahí él está dando sus opiniones sobre lo que es el Halo, lo que viene, diciendo que los Halo anteriores han tenido mapas gigantescos, mapas muy buenos. Todo lo que fue Halo 1, de la Halo 1 a la Halo 3.
Get that down, get some of those things down, right? Give us amazing weaponry, right? Weapon gameplay. Like the Halo 1 classic pistol, the Halo 2 battle rifle, the Halo 3 battle rifle, and sniper. I think it'll be in a really good spot, and I'm just excited to see what they have in store, man.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how much of that comes true, hopefully at the top of the hour when we get a look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to another world premiere, a net new game that you haven't heard about. And this one comes from my country, my home
Bueno,
province,
viene World Premiere. Atentos. Un
I
nuevo
saw this
juego.
And got excited about the brand new game from a smaller studio that you haven't heard about, but I think looks pretty cool. Check out this world premiere.
World Premiere. Cucumber. ¿Es un RPG? Sí, RPG también. Pero se ve muy, tú sabes, dinámico, se ve. Ok, mira, tú interactúas también, tienes que moverte. Ok. Echo Generation. No está mal, no está mal.
Definitely some Stranger Things vibes to that one. Echo Generation with the hockey smash. Very exciting. All right, now it's time to get to another world premiere. Check this out.
Viene otro world premiere.
YouTube creators, first of all. Sorry, I get so excited. I think there are more world premieres coming. We also do have more coming. Don't worry.
Ah, no, se equivocó, él se equivocó. No viene World Premiere ahora. Viene más World Premiere en un rato. Pero ahora Cada Gaming.
And today I'm so much excited for this Xbox event because with this we're gonna get ourselves the brand new Halo stuff. And I used to play Halo back in 2011 and 2012.
Oye, el hype con Halo es real. Señores, todo el mundo está esperando a Halo.
Let's put this over there. And literally, we used to come back from school and we used to mess around with maps and all that stuff. And it just used to be a fun game in general. Can anyone forget about
todo el mundo está esperando Halo.
Go ahead and collect them. Like, I can go in for hours on Halo, okay? Because with those skulls, we could actually go ahead and try different stuff. And there just used to be so many variations in the game on its own. There used to be co-op, there used to be 1v1, King of the Hill, Juggernaut, and so many game modes in general. So I'm super excited for the brand new release of this game, because especially for content creators out there, there's gonna be so much stuff to make content on, especially, you know, there's gonna be campaign, and plus if you guys make content on multiplayer, we can go on replay file, on theater mode, and capture some cool moments that we actually had in the game. So I really wish in the brand new Halo, we get ourselves the co-op game mode with that, you know, the 1v1 still remains, and all the fun game modes that we used to have in Halo 3. I still wish those still remain because that will definitely bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, my name is Gadu, and hopefully you guys are excited for this brand new game and for the event. Peace out.
Hey guys, Middle Jesus here. Now I vividly remember buying my very first Xbox. I have it right here. It is the beautiful, translucent Halo Edition Xbox. When I first saw this machine, I absolutely fell in love with it.
Ese es el primer Xbox. Special Edition Halo, el Halo 1.
And then when it came time for the Xbox 360, well, this was my machine of choice right here. I have the Special Edition
360
2005 faceplate on here. And check this out. This was back when you had to have an external Wi-Fi adapter. It wasn't built into the machine, but man, I have so
wow, un adaptador de Wi-Fi no sabía que había.
Now, when it comes to the Xbox One, I'll admit I was a bit late to the party on that one, but I eventually did pick up the Xbox One X. You see the Gears Edition here, and I have to say I was blown away by
Edition,
this.
Xbox One.
Hardware and the games are absolutely amazing on it. And so, from what I've seen so far of the Xbox Series X, it appears that Microsoft's going all in on powerful hardware and performance. Plus, they've added a bunch of first-party developers over the last couple of years, and there is that awesome backwards compatibility, which is important for collectors like me. So, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be pretty cool, and I want to learn more.
Hola, amigas, amigos, yo soy Antrax. Wow, Halo. ¿Qué recuerdos tengo con este título, con este juego? Hizo mi infancia la más divertida de todas. Recuerdo que con el Halo 3 la campaña me la pasé en todos los modos posibles, en solitario y con amigos. El modo en línea, una chulada, lo mejor del mundo. Después con el Halo Reach lloré con la campaña, las cinemáticas son perfectas. Con Halo 4 recuerdo que en mi primer trabajo entré a trabajar para poder pagar el juego. Y entonces eso me ha causado una gran felicidad todo el tiempo con Halo. Es un juego que hizo mi infancia, mi adolescencia, y estoy seguro que lo voy a jugar hasta que me muera. Y lo que se viene con este nuevo título, nueva entrega, estoy seguro que va a ser lo mejor.
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson here, and here are the 5 games that I'm looking forward to them announcing today. So the first one is Halo Infinite. Now, I came into Halo late with Halo 5. I know. But I loved it so much that I can't wait to see what's next. Then there's a new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game is about, but I want to see it. Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gears 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge and taking the horde out at the center, at the literal core.
No, mira qué dato, buen dato. Yo no sabía que venía un anuncio sobre Gears 6.
Why not a Lego's Gears Saga? You know, they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego? Like, I would actually like to play that. So they need to announce that today. Now, finally,
Gears 6.
Cuphead 2. I know. Now, Cuphead 1 tore me a new one. It's one of the most unforgiving games ever, but for some reason, I just want more. Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy? Yes, I am.
Lamar, fully decked out in his Xbox gear, ready for the show, and it was so.
A ley de 18 minutos casi mente.
Joining us from India and Mexico, and obviously here in the United States, because one of the things I think we found this year more than ever is that games bring us together, and people are watching all around the world. So I want to say hello to everyone watching this special event, where hopefully we're all just going to be excited about games as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it, and then immediately afterwards, we've got our exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions, and we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations, and we'll also do a poll on Twitter, so make sure to vote on that. But right now, it is time to get to another world premiere.
World premiere, otro más viene.
Watch YouTube Let's Plays and YouTube gaming videos you've probably seen. Check this out.
World premiere son anuncios que están haciendo hoy, señores. A eso se le llama World Premiere. Puso una cámara. Oh. Ya lo vio. Oh. Lo agarró. Hello Neighbor 2. No está mal. No está mal.
There it is. Hello Neighbor 2. And we've got some more games still to come, and we are 14 minutes away from the start of the showcase from Xbox. It's going to last almost exactly 1 hour. So there'll be an hour showcase in 15 minutes and then our post-show afterwards. But right now, we're going to take a look at the ID at Xbox program, a great program this week, actually. If you're on Xbox, there's a Summer Game Fest demo event, over 70 games that you can download and preview for free. One of the big things I wanted to do with Summer Game Fest was give everyone a chance to play more games at
Sí, se ve interesante, ¿verdad que sí, Johnny?
Xbox for putting that together in these unusual circumstances.
Se ve muy interesante.
Big consumer events to go and play games. But right now, let's take a look at ID at Xbox, and there are some glimpses of some new games in here as well. Check it out.
Otro World Premiere, señores. ID at Xbox. The Ascent. Last Stop. EXO 1. 12 Minutes. The Big Con. The Falconer. Unexplored 2. Tunic. Todos esos son juegos, señores. Song of Iron. Mira, ese está chulo. Muy divertido. Ese se vio muy bien. Shredders. También se ve muy bien ese. Esos juegos así como Steve. Mad Strips. Ese tiene que ser de pelea. Sí. Sable. Mira, ese con una temática diferente. Drive. Primera vez a consolas de Xbox estos juegos. Todos optimizados para Xbox Series X. ID at Xbox.
There you go, Shredder snowboarding game. I miss my
Lucifer Gaming, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal, colega? Bienvenido. Mucho tiempo que no te veía.
All right, now though we have a pretty cool brand new game to show you. This comes from a legendary game creator, and when I saw this,
señores, dice él que viene otro juego más.
I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So, this is a bit of a long
juego nuevo,
but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
De un creador especial en Japón, ¿eh?
Hello, Xbox fan の皆様。
¿Cómo están, Xbox fans? Soy Yuki Naka de Square Enix. Y tuve una fantástica y misteriosa historia que quiero decirle hoy. Balan Company, una nueva marca que están trabajando. Naoto Shima, co-creador Sonic and Knight. So working again the first time. Ok. Juego que lleva mucho tiempo trabajando.
しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない
Está hablando sobre la música, los conceptos y todo lo que han trabajado sobre el juego durante los años.
今日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲームのすべてを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲーム、バランワンダーワールドです。
Balan Underworld. A ver, es como un juego que se inicia en un teatro, dice. Emociones sobre los... Ahí están los bocetos o los dibujos. Balancia Miren los diferentes characters que van a ver en el juego. 12 caracteres únicos son. Entonces tú puedes cambiarlo de ropa y eso, o sea, cambiar de skin. Ya está. Con ellos podrás resolver lo que son rompecabezas y puzzles y ese tipo de cosas. Balan Underworld tendrá 24 lenguajes diferentes y también será para Xbox y Xbox One y Serie X. Incluso podrá ser jugado a 4K de resolución. Oh, footage. Vamos a ver. Balan Company.
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
Mucho mapa colorido y diferente. Okay.
Over 80 different costumes, unlocking unique actions and abilities.
Hasta 80 diferentes skins. No se ve mal el jueguito, ¿eh? No se ve mal. Se ve muy bien. All the actions here. ¿Tú sabes a cuál me recuerda ese? Al de Mario. Mario Odyssey. Oh, y también enfrentas boss. Mira los diferentes bosses que hay.
Look into your hearts to discover what's most precious.
Esos juegos son los que venden, dice Mandraqueo. Y dice Johnny, sí, son los que se venden, se ve muy bien. No, ese jueguito se ve muy, muy bien. Ese que está ahí, Balan Wonderworld. Se ve muy bien.
There it is, the announcement of Balan Wonderland Nights.
Pero sigo diciendo, se parece mucho a Mario Odyssey.
Important game to me. I want to thank Nakasan and Square Enix for sharing that world premiere announcement with us here on the pre-show. There's even more good stuff though coming up at the top of the hour. We are just 6 minutes away. So we're going to
6 minutos estamos, señores. A 6 minutos del inicio del el verdadero show. Y ya han presentado varios anuncios, han hecho varios juegos. ¿Ya vieron?
It's over. I could check out right now. I am sold. Balan Wonderworld, #1 game. Over. Stand aside Halo Infinite. That was what I needed to see.
I was going to say, I was pretty excited when we got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is going to be pretty good. That's an exciting announcement.
Dice ahí que ya, óyeme, ya con Balan Underworld ya le vendieron el evento a él. Ya, con ese juego ya.
What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase. I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going, but I'm like, let's talk real quick.
I was gonna say, we got 5 minutes, and joining us.
Tú, ese señora, ese colega, tiene una cámara conchole 4K, HD, Full HD, ya ustedes saben, toda la vaina. Eso no es de que HD 1080 como nosotros, no. O como esto, así que se vea. No. El tipo tiene una cámara que hasta la gota de sudor se le ven así, moviéndose. Ese que se llama Run.
Balan Wonderland, but what else? What do you guys? Let me put it this way. What does Microsoft need?
Ya lo sabe, Mandraqueo. Todo el mundo está esperando Mandraqueo. Todo el mundo.
What's it gonna take? Let's start with you, Matt.
Darío, ya casi va a empezar el show. Mira, dice que quedan 4 minutos con 20 para que inicie el show. Creo que durará 1 hora aproximadamente. En esa hora van a hacer todos los anuncios importantes, todo. Pero miren, señores, ya con Balan Wonderworld, señores, es verdad, tienes razón ellos. Ese último juego que presentaron ahora, ese va a estar entre los juegos que posiblemente yo voy a comprar. Junto con otro que vi por más atrás, el de Eco Mecha, creo que se llama, Exomecha. Ese juego también hay que darle un ojo. Tiene una Canon con un 24mm. Si dijeron 1 hora que va a durar. Exacto, Johnny, así mismo. El evento va a durar 1 hora. El pre-show va a durar 1 hora. El evento en sí va a durar otra hora. Y luego creo que va a durar el post-show. Viene un post-show, pero ya el post-show no creo que dure mucho. Va a durar unos 20 minutos quizá para despedirse, tú sabes.
From the E3 2005 world premiere. I remember that they did the gameplay mixed in with cutscenes, and then I mean, I think I believe we talked about Fable a little bit earlier. I believe Fable 4 would be great. I don't know if they've ever put out that last Fable. I'm not sure. I have to go back. And then for me personally, I want a new Matrix video game. I know that no one in the chat wants that, but hey, remember Enter the Matrix? That was fire. Remember that bullet time? Yo, bring me back. Matrix
yeah, I remember that.
Right now.
Intersected with the movies and stuff. Yeah, all right. That's a wild prediction.
Así mismo. Menos de 3 minutos ya estamos.
New Matrix. Keanu. They used Keanu last year, so you never know. Bring him back again. Allegra, I know you're excited about Balan, what they're doing. What else will it take to hype you up to an A grade in the post show?
Right. I mean, everything that's excited me
Allegra
in the
Frank
show is pretty much what I would also want in the post show, which is interesting, sort of inventive, newer IP. Like, I'm not a big, Halo nerd or Watch Dogs or just anything with a number after it, unless it's some, like, bizarre number that has nothing to do with the game. Like, if it's a sequel, I'm pretty much out. But I would love to see more from Tell Me Why by Don't Nod. I would love to see some actual, like, gameplay and a good emphasis on that, because it really brings an interesting amount of diversity to Xbox. But in general, I like to be really surprised whether or not it's some, Final Fantasy exclusive that's making its way onto the Xbox for the first time, or just some game we've never heard of before from some small, exciting studio. I mean, that's always what wins me over. Also, Keanu Reeves, if he shows up again, I mean, that would be really great.
Hey, you never know. I think he's in Berlin filming Matrix, but hey, it's virtual, so anyone can. This thing is, this year anyone can show up, because around the world we can connect people, and it's so different to not be with you guys, with 5,000 people at the Microsoft Theater getting to see this stuff. But we are literally just about a minute away here from going live. You guys are going to join us afterwards.
Bueno, gente, se viene. Se viene lo bueno.
And I want to thank everyone for joining us exclusively here on YouTube for the pre-show for the Xbox event. It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go. So, maybe
ese casco está muy duro.
How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Mira, todos están esperando Halo. Todo el mundo está esperando Halo.
And then everything else is kind of icing on the cake.
Allegra, do you agree, or do you want something weird and wacky?
It's going to be Halo, which for someone who doesn't really
hasta que no muestren Halo, señores.
Sorry, JD.
Nadie va a estar contento. Ellos tienen que, yo creo que ya deberían empezar con Halo desde un fuetazo, de una.
We got Balan, and yeah, that's part of the fun is that.
No, yo creo que Halo lo van a dejar para el final. Halo lo van a dejar para el final para que la gente vea el show hasta el final.
Not told us anything else about what games are going to be in there. So you said, Tell Me Why, great example. Everwild, Psychonauts, those are games that we know they're making that hopefully we'll have updates on. And then I know for a fact there will be some new games announced in this showcase. And it's exciting to watch it live here on YouTube. Well, Matt, JD, Allegra, thanks for joining us. You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press conference, see how Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them, and Xbox's Aaron Greenberg will be joining us live to break down some of the news. So enjoy it. Watch it live here, the Xbox Games Showcase, an hour of games right here on YouTube.
Yes, Xbox Games Showcase, señores, inició. Ahora que viene lo bueno. Ahora que vienen los anuncios importantes. Ay, ay, ay. Xbox Game Showcase. Jing, llegaste justo a tiempo.
exosuit is now complete. Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself, liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope.
Iniciales.
It all means nothing.
Hmm.
Until you step inside.
Mírenlo ahí, señores. Become. Halo Infinite. Press start to demo. Iniciaron con Halo, señores. De una con Halo.
I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death.
Uy, 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 mira cómo se ve eso.
No, 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 no. This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No, no, you can't stand this. No, you breathe. No, you don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're. Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars over there.
Está un poquito lagueado.
I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working slip space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh. Let me find.
First, when I get
Dios, ¿por qué se está cortando tanto?
together.
Okay, big guy.
Señores, bienvenidos al primer gameplay de Halo Infinite. Miren eso, señores, cómo se ve. Está hermoso el juego. Disculpen los perros que están gritando allá abajo. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Se ve muy bien el juego. Oh, se está lagueando feo el internet. Es una escopeta muy dura, que está muy bonita, muy...
UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriarchs. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Bueno, ya lo vieron ahí. Holiday 2020. Este juego va a salir con la consola seguro. Industries.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that several
Dice que este ha sido el juego más emocionante que ellos han creado.
Take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a
La
flawless
consola va a poder explotar todo. De por sí el juego se ve muy bien.
We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming month, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others.
En este mes también van a mostrar lo que es el multiplayer, dijeron. Más adelante.
World Premiere.
World Premiere, señores. Xbox Game Studios. ¿Qué será que el sonido está adelantado? O atrasado. Está lagueando feo. ¿Qué está ahora, señores? ¿Qué mató a un lobo? Holy shit. State of Decay 3. Oh my god. Vuelve State of Decay. Ese juego.
Welcome everyone.
Hey, miren a papá, Phil Spencer.
Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox game studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful
Miren el diseño de la consola.
console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport.
Ojo con ese estudio.
And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution.
Forza.
At 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to
60 frames por segundo. Eso es sí o sí que va a tirar la consola.
World Premiere.
World Premiere. Viene Forza, señores. Forza no se queda. Gente, el juego se escucha bien. O mi voz se escucha muy fuerte. Díganme si se oye muy fuerte para yo bajarle. No quiero que se escuche demasiado. Tanto la voz mía como el juego quiero que se escuchen bien. Forza Motorsport. Rare. Ey, ese estudio lo vi en muchos juegos de mi infancia.
Our world has a rhythm.
Rare, sorpréndeme.
But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected. To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Everwild. No está mal para los amantes de los animales.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, ever living.
Okay.
The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild. And I hope you're excited too.
Es un juego para sentirse, como dice ella, para sentirse eternal.
Everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible
Un Banjo-Kazooie memo, ya lo sabe, así mismo.
already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Si supiera que hay un anuncio que estaban esperando eso. Un Banjo-Kazooie 3.
I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
She loved you. She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
Tell me why. Que había escuchado sobre el capítulo 1. Sí, es un Telltale Game. Ese es de los que son hablando y tú vas seleccionando lo que tú quieras hacer durante el juego. Y según las decisiones que tú tomas, va cambiando el curso de la historia.
Hey
Moon
everyone.
Studios.
My name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X.
Oye, él está diciendo que están preparando un juego sobre Ori.
And frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Yeah. Al final del año viene Ori, una edición especial para Xbox Series X. Private Vision.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking right on today.
With the right face,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills.
Ok.
Danger.
Este juego me recuerda a
Word of
Borderlands.
advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
What will you find on Gorgon?
Gorgon. The Outer Worlds. September 9.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered.
Está buena esa. Y que si tú estás esperando por el juego más emocionante del año, bueno, pues entonces espera por Cyberpunk. Pero si tú estás buscando por el más pequeño, si tú estás esperando el más pequeño, entonces...
This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
Disculpen los pequeños lags que hay. Ven acá, esa rana que presentaron ahí atrás es la del juego ese. En lo hay Grounded. Grounded sale en la semana que viene.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have working on that next RPG. Check this out.
World Premiere.
World Premiere, vamos con otro. Otro juego que ellos están preparando, ellos mismos, esta marca que presentó esos 2 juegos.
We have always known war.
Obsidian Entertainment. Juego de guerra.
It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes.
Ooh.
Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters.
Uy.
Our sins have borne.
Juego en primera persona.
Is an oath worth the
Dictionary
of a crown?
No. Apoyen. Ojo con ese juego. Ojo con ese. Me gustaría ver un poco más de gameplay de ese juego. Pero se ve muy bien el intro.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
I hope you enjoyed the trailer. World Premiere, otro juego más que ellos mismos están trabajando, Obsidian.
Fortune, fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait. But when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
Drama.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic warrior. An experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5.
Esas cinemáticas se ven super reales.
I'm happy to reveal today that
Esa vaina 120 frames, señores.
Of Iceland.
Ese champurra lo te agregó como amigo. Qué nombre más bacano.
In a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
Oye, esas cinemáticas de ese juego se ven hermosos. Ese es Hellblade. Ese fue el que presentaron anteriormente. Senua's Sacrifice. Se ve hermoso ese juego.
We're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
Jack Black. Mira la barba de Jack Black. Wow. Tim Schafer.
Oh, Peter, fantastic work. Love the song. Very much. It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Y esa barba que tiene este hombre. Jesus Christ. Mike, gracias por las 25 estrellazas. Dice, y el dilema cuando valdrán cada juego y cuáles estarán en el Game Pass. Todo ese dilema, si no lo dicen en un rato, Alfonso, me imagino que lo dirán después. Darán un detalle. Todas las revelaciones. Tranquilo, yo voy a estar al tanto de eso para ponerlo. Yo voy a estar al tanto de todo eso. Tranquilos.
Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's low at the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started healing.
Mandraqueo, gracias por las 10 estrellas. Se le agradece, mi hermano. Film Mobile. Este juego. Este es uno de los más raros que yo he visto hasta el momento. Psychonauts 2. Y como dice Mandraqueo, esos son los juegos que se venden. Esos son los que se venden. Y a la consola ahí, qué hermosa está.
To experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also
Destiny 2 expansion.
all current Destiny 2
Todas las expansiones de Destiny 2 estarán disponibles en septiembre para el Game Pass.
Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud.
Incluso Destiny Cloud, Destiny 2 podrá ser jugado en móvil
It is optimized for Xbox Series X.
desde el cloud.
4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Destiny 2 Beyond the Light. Ese es un expansion pack. Un DLC.
Terrible things born out in the darkness.
Ahí está, todos los DLC de todos los DLC de Destiny, si no escuché mal, estarán disponibles para Game Pass. Todos los DLC. Para los fans de Destiny. Noviembre desde el 20, Beyond the Light.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower
miren la consola, señores.
creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
Otro World Premiere. Dímelo, Laurich. Vamos a ver qué es lo que con este juego. Game World. No, Laurich, todavía ningún anuncio, solo gameplay. Se están mostrando hasta el momento solo juegos. Exclusivo es este. Kevin Cintrón. ¿Qué onda, brother? Dale, Laurich, gracias por compartir. Stalker 2. Un juego con una temática de suspenso.
World premiere.
World Premiere. Exclusivo también este.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back.
Ahí es, Laurich, ahí es. Oh, Warhammer Dark Tide. En 2021. Warhammer yo lo probé el otro día, uno que está en el Game Pass. Y ese juego no es, o sea, no es en tercera persona ni en primera persona. Es un juego que se ve como con la temática del muñequito por arriba. Sí, así es que se ve muy bien, o sea, la cinemática, hay que ver el gameplay. Porque si el gameplay es como el Warhammer que yo vi, Tetris Effect Connected. Un nuevo Tetris con... Nunca había visto uno así que se conectaban los... Tú puedes jugar así 4 pantallas y las pantallas se unen y tú puedes pasarle piezas a tu compañero para ayudarlos. From the creators of Stream World.
Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here? Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
Sí, a Microsoft hay que darle su banda con eso.
Hold on, let me check.
Ok. Buen inicio.
Vex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
Un juego con una temática diferente. El muñequito, el personaje va como absorbiendo esas nubes gaseosas, no sé, que son... The Gunk. No está mal, no está mal. No está mal, o sea... No se ve mal ese. Exclusivo. Otro exclusivo. Quemó la mariposa.
It all starts with a dead girl. The forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Hello? Anyone there?
Dual reality gameplay. Two worlds rendered simultaneously. Wow, tú puedes... Dos mundos que se van entrelazando simultáneamente. Durante el mismo gameplay. Es como lo que le pasó a ella en el pasado. Con lo del futuro. O sea, después de... Oh, se ve interesante ese juego. Como que le pasó a una y le está pasando lo mismo a otra después. La misma secuencia. The Medium.
World Premiere.
World Premiere. Exclusivo. Vienen los exclusivos. Nada más están tirando exclusivos ya. Sega. Wow, qué infancia. Yo jugué mucho Sonic. PSO 20th Anniversary. A brand new expansive world. Un corredor con una espada. PES. Creo que nunca lo llegué a jugar el de PES. Se ve, no está mal, se ve como... Mira, para que tú veas. Se ve así como Monster Hunter. O como Warframe. ¿Sabes? Tiene como una temática más o menos así. Warframe no tanto, pero por lo menos Monster Hunter. Sí. New Genesis Phantasy Star Online 21. Exclusivo de Xbox. Otro exclusivo.
Luis Torres. I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon. You will become.
Crossfire Egg Campaign. Ojo con eso. Ojo con eso porque yo soy amante del juego en primera persona. Crossfire X, si no me equivoco, tiene ya un multiplayer, pero si van a lanzar la campaña, a mí de por sí ya me gustaba más o menos el multiplayer que tenían. Nunca lo he jugado, pero sí me llamaba la atención. Pero si van a lanzar su campaña, señores, denme la fecha porque yo la voy a tener. Ahí abajo decía que la campaña se va a vender por separado de lo que se vendió anterior en el multiplayer. O sea, los que ya tienen el Crossfire no van a tener el gameplay así por así, sino que tienen que comprarlo. Y al parecer se ve que va a ser una historia con mucha acción, o sea, esos juegos shooter en primera persona a mí me encantan. Soy fanático de esos juegos. Sí, señor. Coming 2020 viene este año. Crossfire, señores. La campaña.
10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of
Señores, los juegos que ustedes tienen ya.
Upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100
Óyelo ahí. Todos los juegos que ustedes, o sea, los juegos que sean ajustables para pasarse al Serie X, es lo que él está diciendo.
And you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
World Premiere.
World Premiere. Él dijo ahí que todos los juegos que se puedan pasar al Serie X, no hay necesidad de comprarlo en el Serie X, sino que serán optimizados para llevarlo a la máxima capacidad, como Gears 5 fue lo que él dijo.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes.
Todos los juegos del Xbox One se podrán jugar en el Serie X. Y todo lo de 360 también. Y aquel que coja la capacidad y sea optimizado, ya lo saben, lo van a tener a 60 y cuidado. 60 frames y cuidado. Eso quiere decir que vale la pena uno pasarse de consola porque uno va a estar evolucionando. Oh.
All stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.
Fable. Viene Fable. No estuvo mal, no estuvo mal. De esos juegos que anunciaron ahí, me gustaron muchos, bastantes. Find new games made, Serie X, ok. The best lineup next generation games. En la consola más poderosa. Xbox. Thanks for watching. Hasta ahí llegó hasta ahí llegó lo que era la presentación y no hablaron del Facebook Gaming, no hablaron del gol.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Xbox Game Showcase post-show. There you go, the announcement of a brand new Fable and our first look at the gameplay of Halo Infinite.
Este es el post-game, ya el show se acabó. Este es el post-show.
From Xbox, Luke Smith from Bungie is going to be with us as well. Tim Schafer and much more. And of course, we want your reactions to hear what you guys.
Me dejaron en el aire con todos los rumores.
How would you grade Xbox in the press conference and what they did? We want to hear your opinion on it and what Xbox showed across their entire portfolio. One interesting thing, everything they showed today was an Xbox Game Pass game, which, you know, is pretty impressive that all those titles are going to be on Game Pass. But of course, they're probably games that you wanted to see there that you may not have seen. So we want to hear what people think, but we've got our panel now to react to everything, to tell us what they thought. You heard leading in what their expectations
él dijo ahí que lo de hoy era una presentación sobre los juegos y que todos los juegos que presentaron hoy eran del como quien dice, de los estudios que están trabajando en el Game Pass y todo eso. Y dice que la mayoría, o sea, muchos de esos juegos estarán disponibles en el Game Pass en un futuro. La presentación de hoy solamente se trataba de eso.
So the conference itself, I'd give it like B+. The pre-show where you announced Balan Wonderland, you showed a brief clip of 12 minutes, Hello Neighbor 2, which I kind of hate that whole franchise. I have a whole history with it, but I appreciate that it was there. You know, I gotta say the pre-show pushed it into A territory for me. Infinite looked great. I was glad to see that it wasn't just like an Infinite pay to play kind
Pero no dijeron nada sobre eso. Parece que lo van a anunciar más adelante o no sé.
The Forza graphics really showed off the power of the console, and I'm not even a graphics guy. So yeah, across the board, like there was a lot of CGI cutscenes, there was a lot of, you know, not in-game moments, but I was really excited. I thought they did a solid job of showing off the breadth of it, and the true winner outside of the pre-show is Game Pass. I think they see where the future is headed. They see that that's going to be their big money maker. Get people to try a lot of these games and hop aboard the subscription train. I think it's a smart move on their part, and that's the winner of this press conference.
I agree. No, it is pretty impressive that all those games are going to be in Game Pass. Allegra, you wanted some surprises, some weird, whimsical, fun games on it. You know, Halo. I don't know if it's so. You had your bathroom break, but I don't know if you got to catch a little bit of it at the end there. But what was your overall impression of what they did? I think one thing that a lot of people online were saying, you know, they wanted to see the power of that next-gen box, you know, where they were taking kind of games and graphics. As Matt said, you know, definitely some CG teasers in there, State of Decay, Fable, whatnot. What grabbed your attention? How would you grade what they did?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did take my bathroom break during Halo. I feel like when I came back, it was still going. So I'm glad you guys got, you know, your infinite amounts of Halo, haha. I thought there was actually a good mix of games that are both going to be coming out soon, and then games obviously that are very much in the works. You know, we have no real idea of when we'll see them. So, you know, that game Grounded I thought looked kind of cool, especially that it's coming out in the summer. I was happy to see that Tell Me Why, the first chapter, would be coming out in August. I mean, it's always great that, you know, when an event has games that we can actually anticipate.
Yo creo que ya no van a mostrar más nada. Yo creo que ya la presentación pasó. Ya lo que ellos están dando su opinión.
Focus on original games. I was really excited to see the As Dusk Falls trailer. I thought
aunque de por sí el señor, yo estoy esperando que ellos me sorprendan porque ya desde el inicio él dio ahí un par de juegos en el pre-show.
But yeah, I mean, I think in terms of
no sé si en el post-show también anuncian algo.
The games that we saw are compatible with the Xbox One as well, or we just saw, as you totally mentioned, CG teasers. But the Ori, I guess, upgrade for Xbox Series X looks amazing. Like, that looked fantastic. So that was a really cool little teaser for what to kind of expect from the new console, even if it's a, you know, an existing game, just kind of redone for Series X.
So what letter grade would you give them here?
I don't believe in letter grades. I'm one of those unschooling people. So
pre, post, show.
Yeah, we don't do letter grades. I mean, I'd probably give it
thumbs up or down, or how do you like to judge?
No, I mean, I would, if I'm going to adhere to the Jeff Keighley scale, I would say probably B+ as well. I actually thought it was, there was a good breadth and diversity of games shown. Game Pass was definitely the star of the show, as you guys mentioned, and I think it's cool that they're leaning into that program.
Yep, absolutely. All right, JD, you put your Master Chief helmet aside. We got to see a lot of Chief. I thought that opening kind of CG lead into the Halo piece was so beautiful. I mean, it was epic. When you actually got to see the game and the gameplay, and that was a real demo. I mean, they said, press here to play the demo. What was your takes? Halo back?
I love Halo. And
todos los juegos que mostraron hoy van a tener demo y van a estar disponibles para descargar en el Game Pass.
But I'm one of those people who's watching it and I'm like, wait, I'm confused on the story. That's the one thing that's kind of throwing me right now. I mean, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. But I like the gameplay. We have a grappling hook. I'm a fan. We're like Spider-Man now with a gun. So
Duro golpe que nos dio Xbox. Nos dejó con la intriga. Sí. Pero tranquilo, Alfonso, que yo voy a estar al pendiente de todo.
Regardless of that, Fable at the end, I didn't think that was going to happen, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So they
ellos tienen que anunciar algo con el servicio de streaming de Xbox.
Letter grade wise, I would maybe.
O sea, ¿será Twitch entonces solamente?
I give it a B+, A-. It was one of the things where they're showing you what they're capable of. We're all aware that the console is going to be very powerful. Everybody wants to know when it's coming out and when we can expect it and when we can put pre-orders in. But from what I saw, I enjoyed it. I think they came swinging.
Yeah, no, and as everyone's mentioned, Game Pass will obviously allow you to play across multiple devices as well. So as you said, it's their philosophy is not all about getting you to upgrade to Series X, right? It's sort of like if even you have a PC now or a phone or, even an existing Xbox, looked like everything in that showcase will be on Game Pass and also be available potentially on the device you already have. So it's
todo lo que ustedes vieron en el showcase estará en el Game Pass.
That said,
o sea,
Matt, when you
teóricamente hay que tener Game Pass sí o sí si usted quiere jugar esos juegos en el futuro.
Did it do enough to convince you like this should be in first position for you?
Honestly, that's the question that I was asking myself the entire time watching the conference, and I gotta say, Xbox sold me on the need for it being next-gen more than PlayStation. And I feel bad saying that because I think last generation I skewed more into PS5 or PS4 territory.
Right.
But I really love the games that they showcased. I love the fact that they're really diving into the idea.
Bueno, te dice, obvio que iba a decir eso, porque imagínate, ¿qué más va a decir? Tiene que decirlo. El Xbox, que el Xbox le vendió más lo que es la siguiente generación. No, yo lo voy a dejar ahí. Yo lo voy a dejar ahí, señores. Yo lo voy a dejar ahí. Voy a dejar el stream hasta ahí ya. Gracias por haberse pasado, por haber estado conmigo, con la cobrilla. Mira, aquí acaba de salir que Secret Neighbor está en el Game Pass ahora mismo. Por si acaso alguien no lo había visto. Mírenlo ahí, Secret Neighbor está... O sea, está ya automáticamente disponible. Ojo con eso. Lo anunciaron hoy. Parece que ya... Dice, adquiere la aplicación. Carrion. Ese juego de Carrion. Hay que darle un ojito. Pero ahí estoy viendo que, miren, aquí adelante, en la parte de adelante sale que jueguen Secret Neighbor. Game Pass. Ahora mismo está disponible. Fallout New Vegas, ok. No veo nada diferente aquí. Porque ellos son así. Ellos tiran la vaina y mientras uno está viendo el evento, ellos te actualizan la consola. Iniciar, dice... No. No hay nada de stream todavía. No hay nada de stream, mi gente. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo hasta ahí. Vamos a tener fe en que van a luego a anunciar algo importante sobre eso. Vamos a seguir el pendiente. Yo le voy a tener todas esas informaciones lo más pronto posible. Pero ya saben, todos los juegos, toda actualización de que, Laurich, actualización de que de la consola. ¿Qué es esto que dice aquí? Observation. Ah, eso es otro juego para descargar. ¿Actualización de qué? ¿De la consola será? Tú dices, oh, no sé. De juego no tengo actualizaciones, obviamente, pero... Pero no... Sí, los otros días actualizaron, sí, Laurich. Los otros días actualizaron, pero la consola mía se actualiza sola. A ver qué dice esto del Xbox Showcase. Se va directo a YouTube. Se debe verificar tu edad para ver este video. No joda, mano. No joda, mano. No, nada. Tengo que iniciar sesión ahí. Bueno. Andrés, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? No, anunciaron unos cuantos juegos buenos ahí. Muy interesante y todo. Ya me voy. Voy a dejar el stream hasta ahí, señores. Voy a comer. Tengo hambre ya a esta hora aquí. Ya se me pasó la hora de comida. Nada, más tarde voy a tener un stream de vaina de PUBG. Ya ustedes saben, como siempre, todos los días. Fiel al pollo. Y nada, nos vemos. Realmente me gustó el stream, no estuvo mal. Y luego yo le traeré las informaciones por ahí, por pendiente a la página mía. Sobre el stream, a ver si van a poner el gol gratis, o si es verdad que el Ninja Gaiden viene, o si es verdad que van a poner el Facebook Gaming desde la consola. O sea, todas esas, nos quedamos con toda la intriga, nos quedamos con toda la intriga. Andrés, nos quedamos con toda la intriga. La presentación de hoy solo fue para presentar los juegos que vienen en el Game Pass, y lo que Game Pass ha estado trabajando y lo que Game Pass nos va a vender en el futuro. Nos dieron un gameplay sobre Halo, nos mostraron Halo ahí, se vio muy bien, se veía muy bien, se veía que estaba corriendo capacidad de la serie X, se veía que estaba muy fuerte, pero nada. Vamos a dejarlo hasta ahí. Los quiero muchísimo a todos los que se pasaron por ahí, que compartieron, que dejaron su like, que dejaron su reacción, y a todos los que comentaron. Lástima, Andrés, que llegaste tarde, pero como quiera, tú sabes que tú eres mío. Sabes que yo te llevo ahí en el pecho. Nada, ya ustedes saben. Al rato nos vemos.